So Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa, Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa established for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas protected them, protected Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So we are reading from this. We are reading from this book. We are reading from this book. Utkallika vallari, good as the best of it. So yeah. So Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa protected our sampradaya. The time. He saved a lot. He did a great service to the sampradaya. Great service to sampradaya. And because under the guidance of Çré Jéva Gosvämépäda. Utkallika vallari. To understand that. You take great, be careful and take shelter. Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa prabhu Rupa Goswami, he took on Anga to Rupa Goswami. I took shelter to the shelter of Rupa Goswami, because some people are saying that he is not Rupa Nuga, Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa. So Gurudev is writing introduction the way that he is, establishing that he is actually Rupa Nuga, taking shelter of Rupa Goswami. Stava-mälä written by. So Stava-mälä written by. This. Wait. Stava-mälä. So what happened was Rupa Goswami wrote many poems. Rupa Goswami wrote many poems. So Jéva Goswami collected all these poems. Collected poems and called it Stava-mälä by Rupa Goswami. So this is one of the poems. Just like a garland is there. This is like a flower of one of the flowers. So Stava-mälä is from. There's a different books. Stava-mälä is for Rupa Goswami. Stava-mälä is by Raghunath Goswami, and Padavali is from Rupa Goswami. The two different types of books. The different moods are there. Utkallika vallari, yeah. Mood. Eagerness is there. Eagerness. So eagerness towards getting, eagerness with the dasa and Radha dasa, to eagerness for that. I want to taste whatever the mood of tasting from. How did it come? How did that eagerness come in Rupa Goswami? How to express it? But Rupa Goswami has tasted it, so want to give it to general people what I'm tasting in a mood of separation. So he's writing this. So this is then Baldev Vidyäbhüñaëa gives a commentary to make it easier for us to understand. So there's a commentary to give a commentary just on this, make us understand. Commentary. Like a sloka is there. To understand, and that's not like no Prabhu Bhakti, what's not of term. So sloka is Rupa Goswami has written a slok, but to explain the sloks, written the meanings of the slok, the verses, the meaning. But Baladeva Vidyäbhüñaëa gave a meaning to it, not gave a commentary. Vibhishan Bhashya, that's the name of the commentary.
तो आइए हम लोग सुनते हैं पहले बलदेव विद्याभूषण प्रभु के द्वारा श्रीपाद जी के चरण में प्रणाम कैसे किया। श्री वृंदा कवि नागराभ्याम नमः।
Okay, sir.
प्रणाम किया। वृंदा कवि नागराभ्याम नमः।
Vrindavan, sort of one forest. Vrinda Tavi Tavi. That means Vrinda one. Tavi means one forest. Vrindavan. The people, the couple that are staying in Vrindavan, worship our agreement because Radha-Krishna stays in Vrindavan, they reside there. I pay my respects to them. Pay my respect. Our mind, stay in Vrindavan or Radhavan. Where the couple enjoy the pastimes in Vrindavan, the forest, Vrindavan. All meanings are same. One. Sometimes it's the different names of forest. Vrindavan, Valinta. When they're giving different examples, where what does Vrindavan mean? Where Radha-Krishna enjoying his pastimes there. The people, the couple that are doing pastimes in Vrindavan, this is for Nagar Braham is saying that. Let them, with their, I'm doing offering the parents up to the pastimes, the couple.
Utkallika vallari Rupa कर्कशचित्रज्ञ वनिता वनितांत इंदुति हेतु श्री राधा गोविंद पदाब्ज रतादायी श्री रूप भावकूप दयताम नः। उन्होंने बलदेव विद्याभूषण प्रभु
So Baladeva Vidyäbhüñaëa, this is Mangacharan of special invocation.
आशिद्य अस्मा लोग देख रहे हो ना
जी हाँ Acintya Sat Utkallika vallari Rupa first verse.
Utkallika vallari Rupa
जी हाँ Utkallika Chitta Kalcha Chitta
वनितांता दुति हेतु राधा गोविंद पदाब्ज व्रतदायी श्री रूप
भाविक भूत
दयताम नः। ठीक है, आपके पास किताब है? हाँ, श्लोक देखिए। Utkallika vallari Rupa Radha Govinda Padabja Vrtadayi Shri Rupa Dayataam Nः। ये छंद है। तो भाष्यकार श्रील बलदेव
Baladeva. So first he's doing it. So he's doing, so Baladeva, this is his verse, to 4, verse 1. So in this Mangal Charan, we worship our Prabhu. And we don't pray first the Guru, then our Ishtadevs, no? Gurudev, Mahaprabhu. No, Mangal Charan should not start. First you should do Mangal Charan in the morning. Mangal Charan means first to be auspiciousness. First to purify yourself, to be auspicious, you do all this. No, you do prayers. So that's why in the morning we say prayers from Gurudev, and Mahaprabhu, and Radha-Krishna, Vishnu, and so forth. So that's why he's saying that. Melts at the hearts and stones. So this, to become president, that's why he's saying that. It has given a meaning of the verse. So he's saying this melts the hearts and stones and inspiration, dedication to service to the lotus feet of Sri Radha Govinda. This poem is emanated from the heart of Çré Rüpa Gosvämé, the emperors of those whose hearts are affected with the moods of separation. May the Rupa Gosvämé show mercy upon us. So first is praying to Rupa Gosvämé. Rupa Gosvämé. So he's asking blessings from Rupa Gosvämé first. For Mamata, when our minds, our hearts, once you taste this ras, once you taste these mellows, it should become humility is there. Even in sadhak, in siddhapur, and humility is a sign. Humility is a sign of doing bhajan. Unless you have humility, if there's no humility, everything is finished. Humility is done. Once you come to that stage, will it be hard? Will it cut like a bit thorns? Thorns of the thorn is inside is soft, but outside is very hard. Cut that's like a thorn. Outside is very hard. Inside is very soft. So that's why there's a difference. These are fingers. This is soft. This is hard. This is better. That's like that's why you see the people should not be like that. Kalkas means when one is not soft. One is not soft, is not. Something is still lacking in that. It's still hard. Something is becoming more humble, but still something is left. But it melts. But this thing, because something we are getting humble, but something still there. So this helps to make it more softer. At the moment, our heart at the moment, like stones, like stones. Even the heart is stone. But how can with this heart, with this type of heart, how can we taste the pastimes of Radha and Krishna unless the heart is soft? But this humility. With this scripture, by reading the scripture, will make you qualified, make your heart go soft, it will melt your hearts. But at the moment, the heart is very hard. But because by reading this and studying this, that becomes softer. By little time, it will no longer be there. The hardness will not longer be there. Sometimes we speak very harshly. Sometimes we speak very harshly. Sometimes we are not soft, Some people's nature, sometimes nature is very harsh. In the words, there's no sweetness in their language. A bit harsh, but yes, softly. Sometimes we speak, our heart sometimes can be just, but the nature is different, no? Someone's, because we speak softly, then nature too. If your mood is that way, if your words, if your harshness is there too, so then unless you listen to a person who can speak sweetly, then his katha will be sweet as well. If you listen to this katha, your heart will no longer be hard, not be hard like that. It will melt. It will melt. The heart will melt. The stone will melt. The heart of stones will melt. And then get to take it by listening to this katha, two benefits are there. One, your heart will melt. One, your heart, the stone like heart will melt. So there's two benefits are there. And these 2 points are there. One, our heart at the moment is like stone, like thorns. So by listening to this, your heart will melt, it will melt, become softer. And softer. Hardness. What is hardness means? What is hardness means? When you listen to Gurudev's name, our mood does not stay in the heart. Or how massive Gurudev is. When you listen to a pastor of Radha-Krishna, tears don't flow in the heart. So it shows that our heart is hard. But by listening to this scripture, this will teach us, our heart will get soft. And then, and secondly, and then it will Radha-Krishna to give us inspiration, dedication to serve the lotus feet of Radha and Govinda, Radha Govinda. This katha. Without the service of God, you will not be able to stay without the service of the Lord. Gurudev is saying that the listener should have another list. One to two. One under the guidance of God's Brajbasi. Who's Brajbasi? Who's Brajbasi? Who is mind, body, words. Is serving by mind, body, and with a mood, serving Radha and Govinda. We're serving the Lord. What is it? What is this katha? He gives two things. Take two things. Takes two things. Give one. Thank you. When taking a hard atta, and now obstacles. Take the obstacles and takes it. Gives a service. Gives service of Radha and Govinda.
सेवा का व्रत प्रदान करने वाली यह उत्कलिका वल्लरी
who the person who is manifested person manifested by Rupa Goswami from manifested from the separation mood that comes from What does Utkalikä means? Intense separation. Separate Rupa Goswami separation from Radha and Krishna. That is his separation mood is there. One the person is you will fall in love with is giving you separation. For Gyanis, they don't have any separation. They don't have separation. They're with impersonalism. There is no person. One who gets separation, who is the separation? Who will separation from Guru? One who serve Guru at the level is serve Gurudev, that's a level of separation you feel. If you not serve Gurudev, you're not separation. You're not separate. If you done service to Gurudev properly, if you serve one who is totally in a mode of service to Guru, then the separation mood is different. Who's getting separation to Rupa Goswami is feeling separation from Radha and Govinda. What is eagerness to meet Radha and Govinda? What is the separation for? Who is the separation for? For Gantutam, for Thakurji, no? And for Govinda is separation from Radharani. Radharani is given to them. Radharani doesn't, separation doesn't come on its own. If you love grandchildren, but when you don't have any grandchildren, would you love them? There's no grandchildren, you can't love them. But only when your grandchildren now separation is that you cannot live without them, you cannot see without them. Who gets separation come from? The grandchildren come. Who you have served them, you fed them, you certainly given them. This example from the material example. This separation is there. If it's serving day and night to the Lord, then a separation comes. Radhaji example of because Radhaji but whole day, whole 24 hours she's serving Radha Govinda. Then because in separation, then she can feel the separation feels there. So deep separation is there. So much heat is there in its body. When Radha is separated from Sri Krishna, she wants to give up her life. I cannot tolerate this body. We love her. There's a lot of, but very nice you spoke about this. Radhaji Sata, or Lalita Vishaka. I feel that I cannot maintain my body without a separation. Not one, not two, like snakes, like scorpion bites. The poison that coming from that, feeling so much better, so much more than done. The suppression mode is there, so much poison in the suppression, so much fire is there, so much pain is there. That's like so much poison from snakes or whatever, right? Burns. That's the poison too. That from the poison is very, very dangerous. If you don't drink it, if you do put it in a little lip itself, but it's like that, because Putina, when Putina came, she had so much the poison. It is so poisonous that Krishna didn't have to drink it. Because the breast, he just put it in the mouth. He won't just put it in the mouth. And by just touching on the lips, he will able to die. It's so powerful. That the poison is so poisonous. So it's poisonous and so very poisonous. So poisonous. She won't put in a breast. Even that is saying that even compared to the separation from Radharani, this is nothing. The pain of poisonous is nothing compared to how much she's feeling. Because I'm so powerful, but it's so much separation, that so much heat is coming out of the poison, the separation. That flowers, you don't see it on night in a separation. So sun is so it's saying less like this, heat is there, and so much heat, she cannot tolerate anymore. So much better. What is Vidata? It's in this separation, there are mellows are there. In this separation, we are crying every time in supplication separation. Oh, does anyone want to cry? No one wants to cry. No one wants to cry. In this material water, we don't want to cry. In this world, crying is crying. And in separation, if you in separation from Krishna, crying, it actually means the happiness is there. That you be happy. Because of we are crying in this material world, it is painful. It is, and because by crying for Krishna, so much happiness coming. But you tasting the prem is there. So he's saying that. Because so much eagerness is coming inside the heart. Remove the separation. So he's saying offering a lotus feet to Radha Govinda, it will give us a service mode. This kata will give us dedication to service of Radha Govinda's lotus feet. It will present one who has manifested this with my mode of separation. The emperor is the emperor of Çré Rüpa Gosvämé, and from the heart of Çré Rüpa Gosvämé, emperor whose heart are affected by the mode of separation. Because so he's saying that it means it would entirely affected the modes of separation, whose heart, Rupa Gosvämé, so much separation mode is coming from his completely of his heart, which was restless, just like a fish out of water. The restless is there, is feeling so much restless is there. I cannot survive anymore. I cannot survive anymore. Just like coming by scorpion spot, stung you. So much pain is there. He cannot stay in one place. He cannot sit down in a place. He'll be suffering, like a snake biting you, biting you. Because the poison is so coming in the body, it will not allow you to sit down or stand up. Not allow you to sit up. The pain is so painful, so painful.
उसी पर्यायवाची शब्दों में विरह आतुर
Viratula is emperor, the point of empress,
उसका हृदय विरह भाव से
whose heart is so much, his heart is so much suffering. Rupa Goswami's heart is so much in restless, in separation from Radha-Krishna. And then he is there are many types of devotees of that are suffering that same mood. But Rupa Goswami is the topmost emperor of it. All the devotees that are kind of in the same level, in the same separation, but the topmost is Rupa Goswami. So Baladeva Vishnu is praying for the mercy of Rupa Goswami. Then he starts. Then he is able to start on it. What is the essence of this slok? First he's saying that what is it? Very hard and very tone, like a tone. It's very good. So what he'll do, the reaction is that our heart is soft. We melt our hearts when you listen to this katha. One benefit is the Ras Leela. This benefit is there. Ras Leela is one of the 5 life of Bhagwan. Not everyone should have to. People got desires, material desires should not to them. But the results of listening to Ras Leela is shown to these pastimes with the gopis, with Krishna. If you listen to it, what is the fruit of it? What listening, speaking it, but they get parabhakti, they get too much bhakti, and all this, the disease in his heart is removed, and he get topmost bhakti. Kam rog, the desires. Hidrog means heart. Disease of the heart means kam rog. Desires, not kam. Heart disease. Heart attack. So what can remove your heart disease? Heart attack. What can remove your heart attack? Heart disease. Disease. Yeah. Heart specialist. What do you call it? Heart specialist. Who can remove your Kam rog. Heat rog means heart. Kam rog. The desires of Kam is there, and that's and by remove we can become hospital. We can become heart specialists. Remove the heart attacks and whatever. But how will you remove the Kam rog? The Kam, and that is by listen to Ras Leela, and by that you trigger up Kam rog. So what should you do first? First remove the Kam rog and then listen to Ras Leela, or we should, while we are listening to Ras Leela, our Kam rog will go away. By speaking to you to remove it. So he said that and bhakti will come, and param bhakti, and get the topmost uttama bhakti, get to matam. So that is a fruit of listening to Ras Leela. So then people are saying, what then we shouldn't listen to Kam. People say, but some people say you should not listen to it. How will you reconcile it? If he doesn't listen to it, how can you remove kata? Gurudev will listen to, but how then? So because people used to complain that why Gurudev will listen to. What is the pastime? Leela is not a material thing. Naam, Roop, Guna, Leela, they are all transcendental. They are Chaitan transcendental means alive. One of your desires, one of the activity, you can do the activity. you can experience it.
आपके अंदर इच्छा हुई कथा सुनने की,
You have a desire to listen to.
इच्छा करने से घर में होगा।
If you desire to listen, it come here. Listen, kata, no, kata. If you have desire,
अब यहाँ बैठ के सुनिए,
then the activity come here, then experience is here. But you crying and all that,
हंस रहे हैं,
laughing or
अनुभव
crying,
हो रहे हैं,
experiencing it
आप चेतन पदार्थ हैं,
because you're transcendental. Your life is there. Chit,
चल सकते हैं,
you can move, you can go into.
कर सकते हैं, केवल है,
But table, stationery, with these material things, you cannot experience it.
चेतन पदार्थ आप हैं।
Just
ऐसे
you need to-
ही लीला चेतन पदार्थ है।
Because that similarly, pastimes are they are not material, they are transcendental.
क्यों ऐसा क्यों बताइए?
Why is that?
भगवान का नाम, रूप,
Naam, Roop, Gun, Lila is there.
चेतन क्यों बताया?
Why is it Chaitan? Because it is non.
हाँ, तो कैसे करेगा लीला भाई? लीला तो रचा रहे हैं, नाम
Naam is there too.
कैसे?
All is
रूप,
there.
लीला,
Naam.
इनके कृष्ण से अभिन्न है, कृष्ण
Because
ही
they are
है।
non different from Krishna.
कृष्ण ही
Qualities. Naam, Gun, Lila.
नाम, रूप, गुण, लीला क्या
Naam,
है?
Roop means form.
नाम और कृष्ण
Gun
में
means
अंतर है।
qualities. And they are non different from
नाम
Krishna.
नाम अभिन्नत्वात् श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य रसविद्या नित्य शुद्ध पूर्ण मुक्ता श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य रसविद्या। नाम और नामी में
There's no difference between Naam and Nami. There's no difference. Therefore, they are transcendental. With Lipasams also,
लीला गुणगान
because they are non different from Bhagwan, therefore they are also transcendental.
अलग नहीं है। इसलिए नाम में कृष्ण रसवैश्य है,
Because
इसलिए
Krishna,
नाम में भी वो रस स्वरूप है।
because in by chanting names, the ras is also included in the name itself.
जिनकी
So
पुतली बनी हुई है, आप वो
if
पुतली का
if you make a doll made from sugar,
उसका पैर खाओ चाहे नाक
where we eat his ears or you lick his feet, what will you get?
से बना हुआ है।
You get sweet is there.
नाम रूप
Because it is made from sweet and sugar. So therefore, all this Naam, Rupa, form, qualities, or pastimes, whatever you take, it's full of sweetness because it's made from Krishna.
क्योंकि वो कृष्ण से अभिन्न है,
Because they are non different from Krishna.
चेतन पदार्थ है।
That's-
इसलिए इस लीला का श्रवण करने से
So by listening to this letter,
उदासीन है।
because it is transcendental, it
ये
can
प्रचुर परिमाण कृष्ण भक्ति दश भाविता मुक्ति, ऐसे भक्त से कथा सुनना चाहिए।
by listening to a person who is fully engrossed,
आए ना आए,
listen kata from that kind of personality. Even if you don't understand,
समझने की जरूरत नहीं है।
You need to understand. That's the term.
जाने से ही
As long as it goes to your ears, it will get benefit. Is there? Tamitam tapta jivanam.
उसमें कोई समझने की बात आई,
There's nothing to listen to.
की बात आई।
It's only that tapta that verse.
सुनते सुनते
Gopi,
समझ होगी।
just by listening, you understand. You start understanding.
मेडिसिन हम लोग लेते हैं,
We take medicine.
फॉर्मूला बात मालूम है,
Do you know the formula for the medicine?
बनाया पहले से
How did it make it? And do you know how to make it?
पता है।
Doctor knows how to make it. The medicine. But we don't.
हाँ, ले लो हम ले
Only thing we do is to drink it, the medicine, and it will cure us.
महाराज बहुत हार्ड करता है, ऊंची करता है, समझ में नहीं आया।
We don't. And some people say, "It is very high kata. You cannot understand."
समझ में आया, इसे सुनते रहो।
Listen again and again.
हाँ, ऊंची तो हो,
At least enthusiasm should be there.
रुचि प्रधान।
Your taste should be there.
इसलिए रागानुगा भक्ति क्या है? दो मई भक्ति है।
What is Raganuga Bhakti? Rupanuga Bhakti? It's love,
लोग पैदा
greed,
होते हैं।
greed. We should have greed to understand it.
लेकिन और एक बात गुरुजी ने शुरू में कहा,
Good as you
कि
said.
लोग होना अच्छी बात है, लेकिन सेवा प्रधान लोग होना।
You should have greed is good,
कृष्ण अनुशीलन ठीक है,
but you should have service mode is there
लेकिन
to serve.
उसमें क्या है?
What you should do.
सेवा प्रधान।
Seven is
सेवन को ही जिला दो,
seva is
न तो
more
अपना
prominent.
इंद्रियम गायम,
Greed. You should have seva is more important.
इंद्रियों के द्वारा जो प्राकृतिक इंद्रिय हैं,
The sensitive.
उनसे भगवान का नाम नहीं लिया जाता है।
We cannot chant the names with our senses because it is material.
इसलिए आप
But once our senses are in a mood of service, then it's transcendental to serve the names and so forth. So you should learn to be in the mood of service is there.
मतलब अब जो मतलब क्या है? चरण कमल पद्म को अब जो कहता है चरण कमल
lotus
पद अब जो चरण कमल
Charakam.
सेवा व्रत दाई सेवा देने वाली ये गाथा सुनिए क्योंकि
This item, because this katha will give you the service of lotus feet.
इसलिए जिसके अंदर जितना सेवन मुक्त वृत्ति है
The more a person, the more person who has more inclination to serve, easier for a person to get it because more inclination to. We're doing Vishnu Nam Puja Pajita. You should do service in a hidden mode so no one understands. But a lot of people do service to get name and fame. Notam Das Thakur. Notam Das Thakur. Das Thakur. Notam Das Thakur want to take initiation from Lokanath Das Thakur, but Lokanath Thakur also Lokanath Das Thakur that I won't give it on. So Notam Das Thakur thing. Because the place where Lord Das Thakur used to pass through is to go in that place and clean it and broom it and all that. So then later I found out. So Prabhu gave the same story of Lord Das Thakur. So it's not a service, clean a place up and all. It just became the same katha, same story. So after a few days, Lokanath Goswami realized that something is happening. Someone coming and clean this place. So then before that, then he saw that, then he saw, he came the night before. Then he saw that Notam Das Thakur is cleaning up. They became happy and then gave initiation to him. So this is a pastime. So that is a mode of service. The service has so much great fruit. By doing it in a hidden way, there's so much benefit is there. If you tell people about it, then if you tell people that I'm doing service so and so, not that much benefit is there compared to doing it in a hidden way. Now, so Notam Das Thakur is taught how it is taught to him. It did seva to him, but not to show any water. And it took not taking all the stool out there. That is the lowest service that taking all the stool, clean the stool. Accepting as a topmost service to please Lokanath Das Thakur. And the vow that Lokanath Das Thakur has taken, the vow that I will not make disciples, he broke that vow. Because of the service mode. Because he's saying that the Lord will, the Lord said, I will break my vow to protect the vows of my devotee. Because Krishna is saying, I will not pick up the weapon. But Bhishma Pitama said, no, I'll make Krishna. No? So similarly, Lokanath because Lokanath broke his own vow. So, because of a disciple, so similarly, we should recognize service that our Gurudev is put on. Why don't you have taste for Nama Bhakti? Why is that enjoyment? Because we are not serving in the right mood. Bhakti means seva. Bhakti will take you to Lord. Bhakti will give you the darshan of the Lord. And by bhakti means seva. You cannot. What is bhakti? No, so it is there. Sambandha abhigatota. Bhakti is abhi there. Process. Seva. Rita. Seva. If you're not able to do, but seva should do more. But you should do seva. Seva should not be left alone. Seva should not be neglected. Seva should not be neglected. If you're doing all this seva, we cannot give name to. Gurudev will do the name for you. One devotee is there. Gurudev told you to do 1 lakh names to disciples. So you have to feed him, because he is alone. You have to do deity worship and so on. Not so much deity worship, to give food and all that, cooking and sort of making sleep, so many activities are there. Some devotees go to dance. You can go to the mood, he does not want to sleep. He could not chant the 64 rounds. So he becomes very upset. I cannot chant my rounds. But Gurudev has told me to chant 64 rounds. I cannot chant 64 rounds. When a person doesn't sleep properly, then the parents are upset. How can I make a child sleep? No? They're disturbed. How can I make him sleep? They're singing some songs and so forth, or poems and so forth. Sometimes saying, but kids, if you cook something for them, they will not take it. They will not do. They're cooking something. They want to cook something else for them. So he was very upset. I could not chant my rounds. Gurudev Tutta. Seva cannot Tutta. Because I'm doing deity worship, I cannot do a name properly. Gurudev Tutta. I cannot do your name complete Tutta. I'm doing it for you. Because you're doing service all day, so I can do it for you. Something so. Yeah. Because you're doing something. Because see, what is the name for to do service? No. You don't need service. Make some cook. You tell me to cook, how can I cook? My name is Doctor. Let me finish my name. He says, mind, the good thing of mine is that to make cooking for him. I have something left. For do offering, he said, the disciple said, I'll do some offering. Okay, I'll offer myself. The Guru said, okay, set a place up for him. 2-3 months left. And Guru said, okay, I can serve a table for you. Plate laga diya. Present. Take prasadam. My name is Danta. I put it against it, but the whole time I'm not doing it, not following what. At least I'll take prasadam now. We all kata. What kind of service is that? If you become a service like this, your life will be spoiled. Whenever service comes, service will be done for you. Whatever service comes to, do service. And for us, the seva should be more prominent. Because now one is Premananda, Sevananda and Premananda. If the person does not want to, Doctor. So the seva doesn't get prem because it affects his bhajan, affects his seva. So one person was fanning the Lord, and then because beauty of the Lord, he fainted. Then he fainted, and the Lord put in his lap. But then immediately when he woke up late, he said, I don't get. Got so much left, he can faint it. Oh God, give me one boon. Give me boon. Remove a prem from my heart. Why? Because affecting my service. Everyone my prem to. We don't prem for you. We don't prem. What is it taking this prem? That myself. Who I have to serve, he's serving me. Who the person I have to serve, he's serving me too. I don't want this kind of prem. I don't want to be prem. I want to be served. I got happiness. Prem is it. But so there's some mothers too. She wants to feed, but not practical. What she's feeding. Devotees, yeah. Serving the Maharajas, feeding them. One item, sir. I don't know what I say what I said. I don't know truth. I do not control my anger. I do not. I have to say I tell everything quickly. So only by this mood of service, this can attract the Lord. Then the Lord becomes happy with this mood of service. He's saying here. What is saying in Mangalachara? Because our heart and I can get the service. And this kata is giving that service mood. How to serve the Lord. Second point is that this of all the people that is separation is the emperor. All the people are separating. Topmost. That's true. They turn for the Lord. Of all the thieves, he's a topmost thief, the Lord. So similarly, saying Rupa Goswami is the topmost emperor is the emperor of all the people who are suffering, mood of separation. The topmost. All this moods are so this Rupa Goswami can give his mercy to us. Baladeva Vidyäbhüñaëapäda in his part, in his Mangalachara, he's writing this. He was in blessing of Rupa Goswami. Without his mercy, that separation that is feeling will not come into it. If you don't get separation, and the eagerness will not rise, they will not be able to taste the mellows of. This is the Mangalcharan. First slok. Not time.
शुरू करने से इसको पूरा करना है।
दीदी लास्ट डे लेट हो जाए दीदी लेट हो जाएगा।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। बोलो श्रीला रूपा गोस्वामी पाद की जय, श्रीला बलदेव विद्याभूषण प्रभु की जय, श्रीला जीव गोस्वामी पाद की जय, जय महाराज की जय, जय श्री उत्कलिका की जय, उत्कलिका वल्लरी श्रवण करने वाले सभी भक्तों की जय। और किसी के अंदर कोई प्रश्न है बताइए।